In the Pocket, presented by Streaming Artist Agency. Featuring the godmother of drums, viral educator and drum icon with nearly 3 million followers worldwide. You've seen her on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, a master of rudiments, Dorothea Taylor. By her side with more than 30 years behind the kit, studio session and stage performer with artist Santana, Slash, and Vogan Moore. At the forefront and industry leader of TikTok Live, host of Drummer's Diary, Jaime Gehly. Yay! And now, please welcome your host of In the Pocket, from Never Too Old to Drum, Darren Cohen.
Oh, it's so good to be here, and happy mid-December, happy Hanukkah. It is good to see everyone. Welcome to another episode of In the Pocket, a drummer's forum where we talk all drums. We talk music, we talk technique, we talk gear, and it's a lot of fun, and we couldn't do it without you, our audience, and thank you to those in the chat. Welcome, Miss Dorothea. Welcome, Mr. Jaime from Drummer's Diary.
What's
How
up,
are
Darren?
you two today?
Thank you.
Doing great.
Good to see you. Dorothea, where's the reminder that the show's starting? I'm getting used to that. Did you turn it off?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe
well,
we just got lucky this time.
Well, we are 3 minutes late, so
Yeah.
that could be. It might have happened before we went live, but oh, it's so good to see everyone. And guys, remember, YouTube In the Pocket show. You can catch up on any episode plus highlights. For instance, last week we had Chad Gracie, the amazing Chad Gracie, the drummer from the band Live. We had an amazing conversation with him, so don't miss that. Go back to YouTube In the Pocket show to see that replay. And we had some fun last show, too, with you two. I went back and watched that. That was a blast, guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, it was. It was. Now, tonight, forgive me, I'm a little rusty on my Italian, okay? So forgive if I cannot pronounce his name properly, but we have a really fascinating guest on tonight, a superstar on the platform, Peppe Merolla. Is that?
Yes.
Do you think that's right?
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I grew up in New York around a lot of Italians. And being Jewish myself, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same bloodline. So, mozzarella and gabagool, So, Peppe Merolla. So, we're really
That's a
excited.
spicy meatball.
A spicy meatball. That's a little offensive. No, I'm just kidding. But we're really excited to talk to Peppe, and he's got a lot to share with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stick around for that. Dorothea, I want to take a moment just to give our respects to Rob Reiner. Everyone has heard the news so far. We don't normally do obituary, so to speak, on the show. We want to keep it upbeat, but it's important to pay our respects to the Reiner family for what they're going through. And, man, it's sad.
Terrible.
Of course, Rob Reiner, the director of the original Spinal Tap and so many other films that defined so many generations.
Yep.
What was your favorite movie of his, Dorothea?
I have to say Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
But I used to watch All in the Family that he was on back in the day.
So that was his first role. What about you, Jaime? What did you watch of his?
I'd have to say Spinal Tap too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was When Harry Met Sally. That's a movie that
I love
my
that
wife,
too. That was a good one. Yeah.
my wife and I, we still to this day, anytime that's on, we watch it together, and it's something that her and
that
I
was
just
fun.
kind of share.
That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, there's the reminder. We got it. But yes, all our respects to Rob and his wife, Michelle. Rest in peace. We will miss you dearly, but what you've left behind will live on for many generations in the future. Yes, sir. Okay, In the Pocket, new episode. We're so excited. We're coming up on Christmas. Dorothea, you did your 12-day of Christmas giveaway today, right?
I did, so I was really, really busy. We had to pick. I have it on silent. Do not disturb. And it's still doing it.
Someone's really trying to get your attention.
I know. Now I have it on sleep mode. I don't know which is
Okay.
better, because it's crazy.
Soon it's going to be on Hail Mary mode.
I
Yeah.
I have it on there so that it won't do that.
Dorothea's going to throw it out the window, Jamie. That's funny.
Yes, so we picked
yeah.
some good winners today, and I hope they're excited. And I mean, we had so many, whatever,
Entries?
applications
Entries.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And the lucky winners were chosen, by randomly chosen.
What were some of the gifts you gave?
Oh gosh. Well, we did a Peisty symbol. We did this
Oh.
Very cool.
effects crash, and we did the RTOM pad and the mount. We did, oh my gosh, we did 1 year free with Drumeo, and they got
cool.
the pad, the quiet pad, snare stand for either a snare or that pad, sticks and all, and then we got ProMark. We had, ProMark sticks and a stick bag.
Yeah. That's
there
a
was-
good
Cool.
gift. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are some good
really
gifts,
cool.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
cool
winners were
things.
there?
Well, we had 12 days, but one day, we did the washboard too. So we did 2 winners with that because we had a pocket and a road. So one was
Does it
the
come with an
little
instructional
pocket.
video of you playing it?
No. And what did you say? What was I going to say?
How many people won the?
Oh, and then 4 lucky winners get an hour free lesson with me.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's like priceless right there.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. So now, Jamie, you have to give away 12 gifts, and if it were me, I would just do like a day with Jamie. Like take him out to breakfast and then lunch and then
Yeah,
dinner.
they take me out to breakfast and
Right. You just hang I would pay to just hang out with you for a day. I really would.
I like that
wanna
idea.
I want to see what your life is like. I want to watch you wake up I should say the afternoon. I want to watch you wake up at 1 p.m. Right? You have the best life. I want to watch you wake up at 1 p.m. and then eat a bowl of cereal.
I mean, it would be nice if that was my life, honestly.
I know.
Man.
I'm excited. You got some cool things happening, though. Tell us what's happening on Drummer's Diary over the next couple of weeks here to end the year.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. With Streaming Artist Agency and with Drummer's Diary, and we got the new websites up, and we're running a drummer of the the 2025 awards, and if you go to streamingartistagency.com, you can vote for who the voting panel is going to be and what the categories are going to be. But we're going to be doing a big vote on there, and we're going to be giving out awards to different drummers, across all social media and just in general, whoever wants to get on there and participate. Yeah, I'm going to be making the awards here with my little laser engraving business, so it's going to be kind of cool, personalized touch there.
I love that. Can there be a category of the coolest bald drummer on TikTok? That.
If you go on there, you can submit the category and we can vote on
Okay.
it. And yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Monkey, if you're watching, you and me, buddy, we gotta submit this category to Jamie. Okay. Wow, this is exciting. Well, guys, stick around. Peppe Merolla is going to be our guest here in just a little bit. We're so excited to talk to him. But first, we have 2 extraordinary and multi-talented drummers that are going to showcase their what seems like endless skills. What are we going to be doing tonight, Jamie?
Well, we've got a little lesson that we're going to be instructing you guys on about tastefulness and when to play and when to lay back a little bit. And and then how to leave room for other musicians when you're playing. Sometimes you might be trading solos or things like that, and then you gotta know when to pull back and leave some space. So we've got a couple songs each that we're going to play a little example of it for you guys and go from there.
If we go back to when we spoke to Mark Schulman, he talked about this. He talked about working with Stevie Nicks, Pink, Cher, and how each of them had their own kind of range of space that they wanted, and how he was in service of them. He wasn't the star, right?
Right.
So I'm really fascinated by this. I'm curious to see how this is going to go and learn tonight. So, guys, in the pocket, Dorothea and Jaime are going to show us what space means when you're playing.
There are a lot of really amazing gospel drummers, and they are using these linear fills, and when they're just playing drums by themselves and just showing you their skills, I mean, they're amazing. But then I read in the comment section, can you play just a regular song? Can you just hold it in the pocket? Mm-hmm. And a lot of them overplay. And they've been, accused, not just by me, but a lot of them have just that habit of, they've learned all these spectacular fills and everything, and they want to throw them in, but you just don't have that space through one song to constantly be filling. And so that's what we decided we were just going to talk about and see what it sounds like when you overplay and when you play what's needed.
Okay, so we're going to see both. Who's going to play overplaying? Who's going to do that part?
Both.
We both have examples where we're going to play part of the song where we're overplaying, and then we're going to play part of the song where we're just playing where it should be.
Okay.
And you guys can kind of guess which one it is.
I like this game. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
who wants to go? Who wants to go first?
I could start out.
Okay.
Let me pull her up here. And these songs we just kind of, put together this morning, so.
Oh, I like that, Beat Chef. Overplay the pocket, Beat Chef just commented. And
Yeah.
again, thanks so much for all those of you in the chat. We see you, we hear you, we love you. And please participate, and we encourage
Blast
all
beats.
these comments. Mm-hmm.
Put some blast beats in a little polka or something.
So what I'm going to do
time and place.
is I'm going to play this song first where I'm playing, excessively, and you can hear the difference, and then I'm going to stop for a second, and then I'll play the basic what it calls for. So
Okay.
here we go. So yeah, you can kind of tell the difference.
Yeah. That was a little much.
I mean, what you were playing was cool, but not for that particular kind of music, that piece of music.
Yeah, too busy.
Yeah. He did look cool, though, didn't he?
He did.
I mean, he so
did.
did. Like, it's just so cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're going to demonstrate the opposite.
Well, now Dorothea is going to show us,
Dorothy is going to go. Okay.
her little take on it. So
Okay.
Sorry, guys, we're winging it tonight. We're just having some fun.
whoop, whoop.
And I'm not going to tell you which way I'm going
Cool.
to do it first.
Yeah.
We're going to guess.
Yeah. Okay, here comes Caravan. The suspense. Will Dorothea overplay or will she underplay?
The clock ticks off and the room's aglow. Shadows dance where moonbeams go. Dorothea plays the drums with grace. 'Cause when I sing, she leaves me space. And I wonder, oh, I wonder. Blast beats and drums, fills are not the number. Moonlight's whisper, soft and warm, telling secrets we would never know. If we played the streetlight hums, the saxophone sighs, the bass is swinging beneath her ride. Play for the music and show your taste. Get in that pocket and leave some space. Oh, the drums, they scatter, then retreat. The heartbeat fading, bittersweet. The trumpet calls, the piano replies. Dorothea knows it, that's no surprise. Moonlight's whisper, soft and low, telling secrets we would never know. If we're playing God in the way, but she left space for what I say.
A lot of love in the comments for you, Miss Dorothea. Some saying, how can you not be in love with this woman? JT, our friend, said, like a fine wine. Beat Chef was going back and forth on under, over. Did you mix the two here
Yes,
and there?
I decided during the
Thought
thing,
so.
I'm like, I'm going to go back to the smooth, easy.
Yeah, the brushes were a nice touch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For that, the brushes just were enough. It really was.
Yeah, and you know, I love when you're playing the swing and then you go into like a straight fill all across the toms.
It seemed
Yeah.
out of place.
Yes, it was very out of place.
Yeah.
And I had someone ask me today if I could give them the music, the chart for the song that I posted yesterday or day before, and I'm like, there is no chart. It's just you play for the music. You play what fits that song. So there was no chart. And see, people are some people only play by music. They only play by the charts. So that means they're not really listening to the music, what you would put in and use your feel. They're just relying on what someone wrote for that particular song. And I think it's just experience over the years.
I've run into a lot of that situation when trying to hire like a string player or a horn player for like a studio session, because a lot of times they're so used to just playing in front of the sheet music and the orchestra, they never really take the time to learn how to like create themselves.
Yeah, and they really can't. Violinist either, you know. They just know how to read the charts and that's it.
Yeah, the ones that do though, they seem to get a lot of work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Symphonic musicians. You know, I don't know what the percentage would be unless they do separate gigs. The percentage of just classically trained. They read classically trained music, and that's what they play. And they're very good at it.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to ad lib and, play some rock on a violin. And those people that are able to do that to me is more talent than just learning how to read and sticking with just those notes in front of you on the paper.
That's a good question for the chat. Jamie, any rock violinists?
Well, you got the Violution, who's here on TikTok. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple others too. I'm sure
I've
you can
even
find
seen
them
them come on, like, not American Idol, but America's Got Talent. Come on with a violin, and the judges kind of looking at each other. Okay, what are we going to hear? And then they bust out some, rock music. Yeah, and it sounds amazing.
The only one I know of was Poindexter in the movie Revenge of the Nerds. I think two.
Yep, I
when he
remember
was
that.
rocking out on the violin. That's the only
Yeah, the
one I
electric
know.
one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The goal for me, Miss Dorothea, in year 2 is feeling the music more. And I came home from a Christmas party just the other night. It was on Saturday night. And I just wanted to sit down and play the drums. And I played 2 songs that I had never played before. Yeah, I opened it up with the notation, but that was just to give me a baseline, a guideline. And I just played. And that's
Good.
my New Year's resolution for 2026 is
That's
feel the
what you
music
need to do.
more. And just hear it, feel it. And that's why I'm so fascinated and so amazed by Jamie, is because you just go on and you just, like someone says a song and you just play it. And it's really, really incredible. Do we have another example? Are we going to do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got example of how to leave space for other musicians too. So sometimes you'll be playing, it could be in a jazz quartet or something, or you could be doing really any kind of style of music. But a lot of times you'll trade solos, and so maybe you'll vamp the song out longer, and you'll pass around where when you're not soloing, you're just kind of laying back, just holding the groove, and then everyone else takes their turn. And that's not the only application for it. Sometimes it could be like you're playing a rock song or something, and the verse comes in, and here comes the vocals, and you just need to pull back so that there's room and space for the vocals or for a guitar solo. And so this is kind of like the situation with this song. It's
the one I can relate to would be Tool, the song 46 and 2, right? I know. I always talk about
I was waiting
Tool,
for the Tool.
I know you are. But 46 and 2, where they go around, where Danny and Justin are trading that bar in that solo, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're giving each other that space.
And there's times where you're just letting them do their thing. There's times where you're interacting and you guys are going back and forth with some like synchronized stuff. I mean, there's many reasons why you would want to be able to leave space.
Yeah.
And this example is kind of like a rock sort of thing, and basically it's just there's some parts on the drum that are kind of going like off, and then when the vocals come in, it just kind of pulls back. So you'll see.
Okay.
Use restraint. Don't lose your brain. Tastefulness. Don't mean a buffet.
That was sick.
Thank you.
That was really cool.
Right, Dorothea?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What do you notice about that, Dorothea, as a drummer?
Well, he did stop and let that break. He didn't use all that time up as he was going around. He stopped and then came back when you should come back.
Yeah, try to build a little suspense there.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
less is more.
And what did you notice anything?
Well, you know what it made me think of is in drumline, Dorothea, how would one create space in drumline? Is there space in drumline?
Well, I mean, they're constantly moving and constantly playing. And I imagine that there might be some spots for, for the percussion to rest and let the horns and stuff fill in. But
Yeah.
mainly when they're moving, everyone's playing at the same time, from my experience.
And they got to keep people marching, so they need to keep that drum beat going.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah.
point.
So that everybody can stay, because you get ticks. So many ticks equals 1 point, 10 ticks, I think it is, if you're out of step and things like that. So you have to be so very careful.
Yeah, Shenanigans makes a good point. It's a build-up, and Jamie, what you've just done is you've created that build-up. You created there's like a push and a pull in the song, right? And you're making that listener kind of feel that resistance almost in a way. Like you want it to hit, but you're not going to hit it just yet. And then you get them. Because you want that listener on the edge of their seat. And I think some of the greatest songs ever written were because there's that buildup, because there's that suspense. And you're like, when's it going to hit? And when it does hit, I mean, Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. Everybody knows when that's going to hit.
Yeah.
Right? Do, right? So, the greatest songs in the universe are doing just that, is creating that space. That was really cool, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do we have another one, or was that the last example? Before, because I want to bring our guest in.
Yeah, I have another one, but it's getting time. I think, don't we need to go to Pepe?
Totally up to you.
Or I can
You
do
wanna
it, but I mean,
You want to get to Pepe?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Guys, what an exciting show we have for you tonight. So excited to introduce an influencer, a musician, an artist, a drummer, and we're going to have a really fascinating conversation about space. Jamie, Dorothea, thank you for coordinating this guest. We're so grateful to have him here in the pocket. Peppe Merolla. You have a really beautiful drum set there.
Yes, he does.
Wow, you'll have to tell us about that when you get settled in here. Guys, it's in the pocket. We are joined by Peppe Merolla. Am I pronouncing it right, Peppe Merolla?
That's
And his
correct.
camera-
Hello there. Now, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
We can hear
Yes.
you beautifully.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. And by the way, that was a great start. I enjoyed both of you guys, all three of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I loved it.
That is so wonderful. Tell us about that beautiful drum set you're sitting at. What is that? Gorgeous.
It's a canopus from Japan. I've been playing those drums for 30 years. Been one of the main, one of the endorsers for this company. And never changed since then.
Oh, cool.
I enjoy them a lot. I like them.
It is pretty. Now,
Yeah,
where are you in Italy? Where are you?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow, no kidding.
Yeah, I moved here in the United States in 1996.
Wow. Where are you, outside of Vegas, or are you actually in Vegas? I lived right off the 215.
I am in Paradise area,
Yeah,
very
I know
close to the Strip.
exactly where you are. There's a great
Desertine,
place.
Desertine and Hamilton.
I love that. My goodness. Okay, so a lot of our viewers and listeners, they're not familiar with you. How would you describe who you are, what you do, and kind of what your style is, Pepe?
This reminds me of Anger Management. You know that movie, Anger Management?
Yes, with Jack
Who you
Nicholson.
are. Who are you? I'm just a guy. No, who are you? You tell me what you do. So I am just a humble, let's put it that way, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just a person who loves music, and I'm an humble servant of the music. That's all I am. A person who loves what he does, like everybody else, like Dorothea, Jaime, you know, and that's who I am. I'm a person who's been playing this instrument for a very long time. I'm 55.
You look great for 55.
I'm 55. I've been playing since I was 5. I started with my parents in Italy, my mom and my dad. And by the way, we don't say capocollo. We say capocolo.
Capicola.
Bravo. Now you got it. See, now you got the right accent. Okay. And yeah, I started with them when I was 5, playing this instrument. And then I graduated as a classical trumpet player. And I played classical music for quite like long time. I was third chair at San Carlo Theater, which is one of the oldest theater in the world, and played with a lot of people like Riccardo Muti, Pavarotti, and so many, as a third chair classical trumpet player.
Wow.
But my love for the drums was was a lot stronger than what I, as a trumpet player. I mean, I love to play trumpet. I play piano. I'm an arranger. Do a lot of arrangements. I do a lot of production, Pro Tools, that kind of stuff, which I love it because composition is like something that I believe it makes any drummer play better.
Right.
I don't know.
I got a
I don't know
question
if
for
I
you.
make sense. Yeah.
So when you're, since you played trumpet in an orchestra setting, when you play swing music as a drummer, do you use the same trumpet charts for your cues?
I'm sorry, what was your question? Can you repeat? Classical music, as you know, it's a little bit different than the jazz way of playing, like 8 notes, for example.
Yeah. So let's say you're doing like a big band thing, because I know you do some swing music as well.
Oh, yeah. So there's a different language, yes. In classical music, if you want to play all 8 notes, would be yum pum 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 16 pum 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 double dum 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 tim pum pum dum. In jazz music, the 8 notes is not like pop 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 pop. It's like do ba do da do ba do be blah ba do ba do double be do ba ba blah 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 blah. See, that's like more like jazz phrasing, jazz language. It's just like on the drums. You play classical. And then you play jazz music. Same thing, 8 notes and 16. See, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, same thing with the piano or trumpet or anything else.
I know a lot of I've heard from drummers that do a lot of like big band stuff is that they'll get the trumpet charts so they know when their cues are.
It really helps.
Yeah.
Yes, and helps. Sometimes, and see now you, can I talk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I am. So hear this. You have to understand this, not you, but in general. A lot of people, they have no idea how to write a drum charts. Okay, and I've been playing in a lot of big bands. A lot. I would prefer a piano lead sheet with some directions instead of reading a bad, drum charts.
Yeah.
It's very important to learn how to write, and you gotta, before you start writing for a drummer, you better know about drumming, because sometimes you can write, like when you want to write for violins, viola, for organ. Organ is a different thing than the piano. Yeah, you play the same key for the chords and everything, but it's a different conception. Mm-hmm. It's a different way of playing approach. Same thing, for the drums. So I do believe that a lot of composers, they should know exactly about bass lines, drummers' mentality, what the drums can do. Sometimes it happened many times. I show up, they give me a drum charts, all the different voicing, wrong voicing, and with stuff that it's not like a drummer, it's not thought as a drummer, it's thought as a different person. Sometimes, So, but anyway, yes, I prefer trumpet sometimes because it helps me, especially for the ensembles. It's great. It's a great help. Sometimes I make a copies of both of them. I put one next to each other.
Do,
And
go ahead, Jamie. I'm sorry.
You're a composer as well, so you play piano, you play trumpet, you play drums. Does that help with your your comprehension of like drum parts and all that when you have all that?
1,000%.
Right.
1,000%. That's before I saw Dorothea playing with brushes. Then she swings. She switched with the sticks, and she did something that I said, "Wow, that's kind of cool." Because I said I'm going to jump in onto that afterwards, and you too, you did the same thing. So, knowing music is the most important thing. I do have a lot of chops. I do. And, we need to know what we have and what we don't.
Yeah.
That's, we need to know what can we do and what we cannot do. I believe in that. But I also know that it's very important that we need to please the music first. Mm-hmm. If I play like Dorothea did before, which I love that song. I love that lyrics. Dorothea played the drums so cool and sweet and gently. I can't remember how it goes, but anyway, I loved it. If I play Fly Me to the Moon, okay, and I'm gonna go. I'll get fired in a second. My phone will never ring again.
Right.
But if I go and I play. See, like right now, I just played two notes. And it happened right on the offbeat of the next chord. D minor 7, G major, Sol major, C major. So the harmony, understanding of the harmony chords, it really helps you. I don't know if I make sense, but anyway, that's how I feel about music.
It makes sense.
And the thing is, if you're born with that kind of a mentality of understanding, you can practice and develop the best, the fastest chops in the world. But you will only use it when you need it.
Yes.
When the music requires. Well, what do you need? You need this? Okay. Okay, cool, fine. Thank you very much. But the thing is, I want to be able to please the music first. Because the singer, if you play with the singer, he wants to be like, it's like we're driving a limousine in limo. I'm driving this beautiful limo, and I got 5 people in the limo, like having a great time. And I'm driving. They love it. They're going to swing in the car. They're going to say, what a beautiful driver. So we drive the band. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were to upstage Sinatra, I think he'd have a problem with that.
Let me tell you. When I was 5, and I told you I started with my parents, and it was in 1975. I was born in 69. I was 5, 6 years old, and we did the opening for Frank Sinatra in Canada, Blue Eyes, and I was playing with my mom. Then Sinatra said, call me. When they called Sinatra, he said, can you guys call me the little boy, which was me. And they came to the green room and said, Mr. Sinatra told my mom, Mr. Sinatra wants to see little Pepe. And I said, who's Sinatra? I had no idea who he was. It's funny. But anyway, that's 5 years old. So I get on the stage. Sinatra made me play under his shoes because he saw my mom, I was playing under my mother's shoes on the stage. It was wood. And he says, can you do something on my shoe? So I did it. So what he did, he said, from now on, I will nickname you Little Joe. In fact, I have records somewhere around here of when I was very little. And my name was Little Joe until I was 12, 13 years old. Because I did 3 records as a singer.
Cool.
No, 4 records as a singer. 33, vinyls at the time. Yeah. But then I said, man, forget about singing. Forget about everything else. I did 3 movies, which we won an Oscar for Venice Movie Festival, Scugnizzi, which is on YouTube. It's all documented. And I sang the soundtrack of the movie, which became nationally popular, and I was one of the lead singer and the main actors of that movie, and I did 3 of them.
Oh,
but it's funny because I was in my hotel room practicing on the practice pad, and the movie director says, Merolla is really a professional, He's always in his room practicing his script. He had no idea that I was improvising when I was, making a movie. But in my hotel room, I was on my practice pad.
playing drums.
Playing drums. He had no clue. Anyway, sorry if I went somewhere else. But anyway,
Are you going to sing for us?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to sing for us? I mean,
Yes.
we got to hear this.
Okay, here.
I would love to
here.
hear.
One ended. I wish you bluebird in the spring to give your heart this song to sing. And then a kiss by more than this. I wish you love. And in July, lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health far more than well. I wish you love. My broken heart, and I agree that you and I will never be. So in my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you bird in the spring will give you a. See, that's about knowing music. See, going back to the drumming. No, I'm sorry. See,
That's awesome.
the feel of the drums changes if you can sing it. Because one thing is, I wish you bluebird in the spring. And then you go to the bridge. My broken heart, and I agree that you and I. And I'm sorry, you got to be born with that kind of stuff. I don't want to say that I was born, but there's no school in the world that's going to teach you that or anybody else that.
You just have it. Yeah.
You have it, you don't.
It's called
now.
taste.
If you have it, because that man upstairs says, "Okay, I'm going to give you that's your gift from me."
That's your gift. Yep.
Now what do? You got to feed a little baby that gift that you have. It's like a little baby. You got to feed him, feed him every day, and love him every day, and care
grow,
about him every
to
day.
grow.
That brava.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what it is.
So cool.
Beautiful.
So before time runs out, though, you have to show the secret of what I always love watching you with that. Your little technique that you have. A couple of different methods.
Yes. Okay. The push-pull, right?
Yep.
Well, the push-pull has been around for a very long time. And as you guys all know, there's many videos on the social media that they show you what the motion is of push or pull, which is this. Correct?
Yep.
Now, the reason why all those videos that you guys see, except for a couple of friends of mine that they really are great, like Ramon Montagnier, he's very good at doing that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's many videos out there that they show you the push pull, but they don't really, show you what you can do with it.
Yes, right.
Like they show, okay, that's the motion. Okay, thank you very much. But what it takes to get to this. So I combine, first of all, to develop push-pull, I always practice this. I just choose a very comfortable tempo with the metronome, and try to be patient, control the motion. Now, this motion, the faster you play, the smaller it gets. So this, I'm over exaggerating now to show you what it is.
Can you do it on your hats? Can you do it on your hi-hat so we can see?
There you go. And with that, I start saying the words. First of all, guys out there, for all those guys, drummers that they're following right now, be patient. Developing a fast push-pull, okay, that's another thing. And I have a fast push-pull. But developing a fast push-pull doesn't make you a great drummer.
Right.
You can use it if you got the musicality and you use it to make music, then you're cool. Then if you do it in a way that to make music, then more than well, that's great. So take your time. No one is chasing you. Just get paranoid with this, okay? If you really want to develop it, get paranoid with it. Get sticks all over your house. Get practice all over your house. Okay, you move around and you pick up a stick and go like, okay. And then I see like the word papa, 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 papa. Papa, mama. And then I go triplets. Papa, 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 papa. And then I will go like, pick up a nice comfortable tempo. I'll go quarter note, 8 notes, triplet, 16. I don't know if that makes sense.
What are your thoughts on that versus the Moeller technique?
First of all, Moeller technique is about the rebounds of the sticks. You have to control the rebounds, the natural rebounds of the sticks. And I was lucky enough to be a very good friend with the great John Morello, which he was one of the, John Morello used to share a studio with Buddy Rich when he was young. And the reason why Morello came up with this, check this out. The reason why Morello came up with this is because Buddy Rich, they used to practice in this little studio in New York City. And Buddy, at the time, he was already doing push-pull. In fact, there is a solo Buddy Rich, if you can see, it starts on with his left hand on the hi-hat, and he's using push-pull like this. And then with the right hand, he plays on the cymbals.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that drum solo by the Rich.
Yes.
With the left. Okay.
I didn't realize that that's the stroke that he was using. I was wondering what he was doing.
Push pull with the left hand, traditional. So, but he didn't even know it was push pull. He had no clue that was the push. That's funny. Now Morello was looking at him, went like this, and he said, "What is he doing?" And he was trying to cheat with this.
Oh.
Then Morello talked to Jim Shaping, and Jim Shaping said, "Man, this is a Muller technique, man. You gotta meet Mr. Muller," because at the time, Mr. Muller, moved to Connecticut, and he knew Jim Shaping. Those are stories that Joe Morello told me, by the way.
Okay.
So and that's how Joe Morello developed those, the Muller technique with his left hand. And in fact, there's a book out there called Master Studies by Joe Morello, page 73 and 74, which is based on 8 notes with the left hand. Study time like this. Playing an accent on every beat. And then you fill in with the right hand. And same thing, I did it with the right as well. You can do the same thing with the right hand. So the reason why Joe wrote it with an accent on every beat. Okay, now you can see me better. Because this is the motion for the Muller technique.
Yes.
So if I go like this, so you can use triplets or quadruplets, 16th notes, by using Muller technique. Then I said one day, man, I need to get this to for me to a next level. Yeah, I felt that desire. I said, man, I need to master this in a way, or maybe understand this even better. And I said, okay, what is drums really? When we practice rudiments, what we do, we're learning the natural rebounds of the stick and how to control it. Mm-hmm. Think about it. So I said, okay, that's a stick. Muller technique is a triplets. Okay, so, I says, okay, now 3 notes, about 4. I'll learn how to control, and more notes you want, you got to make a little pressure right here from the fulcrum. You got to really feel it, not that much, what it needs. 5 notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Playing with an accent on the last one. And then I said, okay, what about 7? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. So you can, do I make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I have been working on, because I love I love to learn new technique. Mm-hmm. I love to learn. It's my instrument. and I need to know about what I can do with it. Even though, again, I'm not going to use this all the time,
No.
you know.
But
But
you
for
can do
me,
it
as
if you want to or if you need to.
brava, if I need it in the context, the music context, where they say, okay, I want to hear that kind of like thing, like a Yo-Yo Meyer. What am I going to say?
Oh, yeah.
What am I going to say? Well,
Who is he?
I don't know. I will sit down and try to do my best.
Yeah. Yeah, because he has that fast drum and bass that's just crazy fast.
And then, yeah, he does. So, and the thing is, what I think, I was talking to this with Jaime, last night. You remember Jaime? Mm-hmm. We were talking about this. Yes, grooving is the most important thing.
Yep.
But I also believe that musicians, and when I say musicians, I mean everyone, okay? The time of the drummer, who's that guy hanging out with the musician? Oh, he's the drummer. It's over. I mean, that time, it's done. A long time ago. But no, people need to know the truth. People need to know exactly what it is. And the reason why I'm here, first of all, because I have so much respect for people who try to help young and the new generation. And I have so much respect for Dorothea. And you guys are great now. You guys are in my heart. Anytime, just give me a buzz, because if I'm not playing, I'm always there to support you guys. As long as we tell the truth.
Cool.
Because the audience need to know the truth, what it really takes.
Yeah. And what I tell people is don't be in such a closed-in box. Go to YouTube, go to Instagram and Facebook and click on drummers. Let drumming and music be in your, when you sign up and you want to look at dogs or whatever, you want to put drums and drummers in there. And then all these things will pop up in your, For You column so that you can see other people's style and learn from people.
Yes, 100%, 1,000%. I agree with you. Dorothea, I learn from my students. I learn from anyone. I learn from
too. Yeah.
Oh, every day. I thank my students. They say, at the end of the lesson, I'll turn around and I say, thank you. And he goes like, for what? And I said, you have no idea what I learned from you today. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that, to them, what that I learned. But the thing is, we learn how to approach different people because each and every student are different. Yeah. They might have a great ideas, but they cannot execute that idea because they are not technically, advanced.
Not there yet, yeah.
Yeah,
not there yet.
Yeah.
But us that have been around the block a few times on the drums and Dorothea, we can see it and we just grab it because we got the facilities that we can do it right away. That's why I turn around and say, thank you. I feel like I got to pay you tonight. And he goes like, what? I tell him, that's, because I believe that they need to know, the truth. They need to get better. They need to be humble. Nowadays, I see a lot of people. There's a lot of. I don't want to start anything. There's a lot of war between. Oh, this guy got a lot of more chops, and the other guy that is better. Guys, let me tell you something. I love everyone that sit down on the drums. I love them all. And when I meet some young musician, if I see a young guy, if I say something, it's only because I want to try to help him. Mm-hmm. Because I see a talent on that person. So if I say, man, don't do that because that's a bad habit. Don't do this because eventually you're going to find a big brick wall right in front of you that you cannot go further than that. Don't get it personal.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I got 4 records out, 3 movies. I play gigs. I'm 55. I teach. I don't have to take your gig. I don't really need that.
Right.
If I say it, it's because I love music.
You're
And I
helping.
saw a talent in you.
Yes.
And I want to see you play and getting better. And I
I
want to
do
feel
the
like,
same thing.
see,
I do it all the time.
we have to because,
Yes.
you know, nowadays people they say, oh man, you're great. And now you're going to put a big mess in those people's minds because they think they're great already, but they have no idea.
They don't need anything else. Yeah.
That's it. So, again, I'm 55. Dorothy is, you know, it's been around the bit. No, Dorothy's been around the music for years and years and years, and we're still trying to learn. You know,
Oh, I learn stuff new all the time, every week.
What does it tell you?
Yeah.
That we are learning on a daily basis, and it will never end. That's the good news. It will never end.
There's always new stuff. Yeah.
I think constructive criticism is essential in
It is.
learning anything, but specifically the drums. And one of the reasons I wanted to go on TikTok and share my journey from day one is because I wanted people to tell me what I was doing wrong. How would I know if I was doing it wrong if no one
If
told
no
me?
one told you. Yeah, exactly.
And you have to have that thick skin. You can't take it personally. But if you truly do want to improve and be better every single day, then you have to receive that information. So I wholly agree. You mentioned some gigs. Where are you playing? I mean, Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. Are you performing anywhere?
Okay. Las Vegas is great. It's a great place to live. There's a lot of great musicians here, a lot of gigs, you know. But I travel a lot. I was lucky enough, and I'm still lucky to get some gigs. And my last gig was in the Blue Note in Beijing, in China, with the great Dave Kikoski, which was piano player from Pat Matini, and Dave Kikoski and Vincent Herring, great saxophone player. Vincent Herring is the one that when Carnival Adderley passed away, not Adderley called Vincent to replace his brother, Carnival Adderley.
Cool.
Yeah, that's Vincent Herring. Eric Alexander, George Garzone, a lot of people. There's a lot of great musicians here in Vegas too, piano players that I like to play with. And also some great drummers here in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys know. You know, Steve Gehly lives right here.
Oh, he
But
does?
Yeah, that's so cool.
No kidding.
Yeah, Steve lives right here. Steve, the great Steve Gehly. He's one of my heroes. I call him Iron Man. It's funny because back like 3 or 4 months ago, I had a problem with my back. I had a bulging disc. I couldn't move. I had to cancel all my gigs. And Ged's family was nice enough to call me up and say, "Come over. Can you drive?" I says, "Yes, I can." And says, "Come over to my house because they got a little thing, you know, that you jump in this cold, icy water."
Oh.
Yeah. And no, just say, "You're a drummer. You got to take care of yourself." That's what they say. You're a drummer. You don't have to take care of yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
You know, and then we have Ignacio Barrera, which lives right here, which was the drummer for Dizzy Gillespie for many years.
Yep.
Dizzy Gillespie, Arturo Sandoval, you know, Ayrto. That was Ignacio Barrera on the drums, playing with them. And he lives right here, dear friend of mine. And those guys, man, when we get together, we talk about stuff, you know.
Oh, gosh. That's trouble when you guys get together.
You guys are
No,
the
I
new
love it. I'm the only one who's listening because I'm the youngest. See, that's another thing. Guys, you talk. Guys, not you. I mean, not you in the room. I'm talking about in general in the world. One last message, and I hope, don't get it personal. Listening, it's more important than talking. When you talk to someone who has a lot more years of experience than you. So I tell everyone, I see young people 30 years old, 32 years old, and I say, "Look, I'm not better than you. The only difference between you and me is that I have 24 years of music more than you."
Mm-hmm.
This is the truth. So when I was hanging out with the great Harold Mayburn, which was piano player for, you know, George Coleman, which George Coleman was the saxophone player for Miles Davis for years, and all the records of Miles Miles Records, George Coleman is on the saxophone. And Harold Mayburn was the piano player for Lee Morgan, George Coleman, Freddie Hubbard, Max Roach, you name it. Yeah, I mean, he passed away. And I was lucky enough to play with him on and off doing festivals. He took me around, to play. And I learned so much. When we were one time we were playing as Schoolers in Boston. And it was with Nat Reeves, which is bass player, for Marsalis, Bradford Marsalis.
Yep.
15 watts on drums. Dear friend of mine, a great drummer. He's like unbelievable. One of my heroes. And in the car, it was me, Vincent Herring, and there was Eric Alexander, tenor saxophone player. Fantastic, fabulous. I'm talking about guys that they're really, out there. And Harold Mayburn, the old trap from New York, from the Bronx, actually, from the Bronx to Boston, which is like 4.5 hours to go to Schoolers Jazz Club. Harold Mayburn never stopped talking about the stories of Lee Morgan, how that he passed away, and all the music that he played, and Miles, and this. And for us was like, this is our, that's our moment right now for us to keep my mouth shut
And just
and
listen.
learn. And listen.
Listen and learn. Yep.
And I believe, and he said, man, let me tell you something. That's the way he was talking. He used to talk now. He goes, hey, man, let me tell you something, man. See what I'm doing now to you? You got to do it to the new generation.
I love
That was him. That was the great Harold Mayburn. I learned so much with him. Every time I played with him, I learned something.
Well, you've had some great experiences and great moments with all kinds of famous people. That's why I wanted you to come on the show, because
I
I've been
appreciate
following
it.
you for so long that I
But
knew
also,
you were
but
gonna be
also
fun.
because you are famous to me.
Oh, God.
So that's why I'm here.
I haven't done nothing compared to you.
I love you, Dorothy. Everything you do, it's so musical. Everything you guys do. And now I just met Jimmy. I didn't know about you, Jimmy, but, thank you,
Now you
Dorothy,
do.
for introducing me to him. And it's always
Likewise.
nice to see, always nice to see people who love music, people who love what he does. And you out there who's been doing this and interviewing people, asking questions. Hey, thank you very much for doing this. Musicians need more people like you.
Well, we're
appreciate
trying to
that.
build this in the pocket. This is a good learning show,
Yes.
really. If people
It
would
is.
spend the time and, just sit down and relax and use this as like a podcast
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, there's
Definitely.
so
Show.
many shows that, someone goes on and they're just drumming. And we love those. There's nothing wrong with those. Jamie does one, and it's the best on the platform. But to sit here in a conversation and just behind the kid, just chill and just relax and tell stories and learn from those before us and the younger, it's really special. I mean, we had a kid on a couple of weeks ago who was 18, 19 years old and is already doing things that were
Yeah.
just so complex and advanced in polyrhythms. This kid's 19 years old, and
Yeah.
and then you have yourself. It's really a wonderful dynamic that we have here on In the
Yeah.
Pocket. And I do want to say, Jamie, you're not far from Vegas. I'm halfway. I'll get a ticket right now. Forget the Bellagio buffet. Let's go hang out with Pepe. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that to me is what Vegas should be about. Like,
Well, you
forget
got to
the
only
Strip.
bring your appetite. That's all.
Look.
Appetite.
Okay,
'Cause I love to cook.
okay.
Sounds
It's a
good to me.
deal.
Bet.
Yes. You need to watch some of his posts. He's cooking.
Well,
And
it's
eating.
I
a,
love
Wow.
it's a great channel, and guys, if you haven't hit that plus sign next to Pepe's name,
Pepe.
please do so now. Are you on any other platforms at the moment, or is it just TikTok?
No. I've been on TikTok. Has been like what? Maybe
Not very long.
7, 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, on Facebook, on Facebook and Instagram, yes.
Yeah, I've been following you on both of those for a long time.
And same here, same here. That's the only reason why but TikTok is new to me. And a lot of people now, they're getting on TikTok, and I says, I'm going to go. I got to do it, boy. And, as you know, that's our business, playing music and, put yourself out there since and other things. In this business, guys, check this out. You practice, you're going to be great, get better, be someone that when you play, you got to know exactly what you're going to do before you even play. You got to know exactly where you're going to be at. And remember this, learn some business chops, because I'm not that good on that one. But I got to tell you something. Nowadays, you practice your snare drum, right? Once you're done with this, business chops.
Mm-hmm.
Both. Same thing. Like this.
Yeah.
It's very important, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just learn a song and say you're a drummer. You have to have some chops behind it so that you can move up to different levels of songs and fills.
No. But besides that, I'm talking about business chops.
Business, yes. Yeah.
Business.
Okay.
You got to know how to promote yourself.
Yes, exactly.
You got to find out how to do it and what it takes. It's just like learning in rudiments, you know.
That's true, yeah.
And that's my weakest side. I'm weak on that one.
Me
I'm
too.
not that.
Me too.
I think more drummers are business owners than not, just because it can be inconsistent and you have to have that side income just to stay stable a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
maybe,
yeah,
but yeah,
But
I
even music
that's why.
business as well.
Bravo. Yes. So
Jamie's one of the best on the platform for making this a business, and we all have to commend him because he
Yes.
really helped and I think encouraged a lot of drummers to take it that direction, and it's great. It's great for everyone, and he's a pioneer.
Well, we're all just on a different. We're on a journey, and it could be at a different point. It could be my journey might be different from the next person's, or it could be the same. But whether you're 75 or you're 25, we're just at a different stage on that journey. And so, treat everyone with respect and learn from people as much as you can, because there's always something you can gain from listening, as Pepe was saying.
no, you just said something, respect, because that's very important. Because nowadays, I'm going to say this quickly and then I'm going to stop, okay? Nowadays, there are people out there that they learn for 2 months in the garage, one cover, okay? And they play that cover so well after 2 months, where they got all those chops in it, and then they, whatever. They put that cover, one video on the social media, and 2 million views, and look at that, man, do it, yeah. Guys, this is important. Yeah, it's nice to have a lot of views, which we all wish to get a lot of views. We all do. But let me tell you something. Do you guys have any idea how many times I've seen people who has videos on the social media with so many millions of views? They show up in the club. I call them back on the bandstand in New York, and it happened. I'll call them back and say, sit in. Come on, play a tune, man. They sit down. And then the piano player goes like, oh, and he goes ask, what are we going to play? The piano player says, I don't know. So they start something. And then, how this goes? I don't know the tune. See?
Exactly.
Check
Guys,
out Gravity Blast.
be ready. Yeah. Remember this. In this business, long time ago, in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, there was no social media. There was no that kind of stuff. You got to practice. You got to be someone who's going to show up at the place and play your behind off.
Yep.
And people will start talking about you, and that's how you will get gigs, and that's how you make a living.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's a different ball game. So if you want to be on the social media, that's great. If you want to be just famous on social, that's great. But at least be respectful to people who has been. It's like the gladiators. People have been fighting in the real, in the real Colosseum.
Yeah.
Not in the virtual Colosseum, in the real Colosseum. And, at least you got to have the respect for the elders, people who knows about this business, about music, about drums, about piano, and what it really takes, because it's not going to take you to learn a groove. Again, learning a groove for 2 months, that specific groove. But then again, it's a long story because there's a certain grooves, like I was telling James, certain grooves that you cannot play it if you don't have a great finesse and technique. You know, there's certain grooves that you cannot play it. Like Dorothy, I saw you the other day playing the Steve Gadd tunes. The
50 ways.
Ways to lose.
50 ways to love your lover. Yeah, to leave your lover. Yeah. You know, now if Dorothy will not know about rudiments, about, you know, what it really takes to play.
Yeah, you have
She
to know.
will never be able to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because one thing is doing that and one thing is doing, like, you know, and that's it's a different ball game, guys.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
see, and that's what it takes. We need to practice, be humble, keep you know, yourself down the hurt. When it's the time for you that you have to say something when somebody pushed the wrong button and you're on the right, go ahead. Do what you need to do. Stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
But be respectful. And love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never be able to respect the others.
That's true.
Great advice.
Anyway,
Thank
Pepe.
you for coming,
Yeah.
my pleasure.
sharing your wisdom.
Yeah, it's been great talking with you.
This was
I
a
love you guys.
tremendous,
Thank you.
Tremendous time. Pepe, thank you for sharing your wisdom. And that's really what it's about, what this show is about in the pocket. It's about sharing that wisdom. I am so grateful that you shared all of that with us. And it's something that, you know, we're very genuine and sincere about when we say, you know, how beautiful it is to have the dynamic of guests on this show. It really is an honor. I don't say that lightly. It's an honor to talk to you and to have that time with you. And we'll remember it for forever. And anytime you're
Big ol'
welcome
heart.
back. Anytime.
Thank you so much. I love you guys immensely. I have
Thank
all
you.
the respect in the world. I'm your best fan and best friend at the same
Thank
time.
you. Thank you so much.
Love you all.
Thank
We'll
you,
be looking
Pepe.
for you.
Have a
Ciao.
wonderful holiday. Ciao.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Merry Christmas.
That was incredible. Wow. I mean, it you know,
I told you.
That's why I'm so grateful to have Dorothea, you know, here with us, and you know, just to have you share your videos with the masses. I can't imagine you not sharing what you know with everyone, right? And drummers or non-drummers. I don't have my parents anymore. I don't have my grandparents, and there's so many questions that I still have of them. And I'm only 50 years old, and you know, so guys, I think what Pepe was trying to say was, if you come across somebody like Dorothea, or you come across somebody, a legend, or somebody that just had a little bit of experience before us, ask them questions and listen and
Zip it
discuss.
and listen.
Yeah, it's so
And
true.
hopefully I'll have the answer.
I have a lot of answers. That's for sure. What a show, guys.
Yeah, that was really insightful.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but I hope
folks.
everybody that views on YouTube that missed it or wants to rewatch or didn't get to watch the whole thing, go back to YouTube once we get it downloaded and
Yep.
And
In
learn.
the Pocket Show.
learn from.
I want to go back and watch what he was doing with the push pull. I want to see
Yeah.
it on the big screen
And
on my
that's-
computer.
That is something that you need to work on just for hi-hat
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
You know, if you want something, because just doing a downstroke for a fast song, it just doesn't get it. But if you have, you know, that accent and tap, it
Yep, you get
totally
the
changes
molar
the
and
groove.
then-
Yeah, so,
Mm-hmm.
you know, well, I missed my hi-hat, but just working on that push and pull is very
Yeah,
important.
Some people call that the drop stamp technique too. Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
But
he
it's
had a
very
great
important
explanation
for
and a
speed.
he had
Yeah.
a great demonstration of that. It was
He
really
did.
fascinating. Well, guys, that was another
right.
episode of In the Pocket. I mean, wow, it just keeps getting better and better. Again, go to YouTube, In the Pocket Show, to replay this show and all the others. You'll see highlights throughout the week. Jamie's been incredible at helping put those highlights out. The one you did the other day was funny, dude, with the Rudolph song. I swear you need to record that, like legit record it, and put it on Apple Tunes, because that was such a good song.
Thank you.
But, yeah, guys, wow. Thank you so much for joining us on In the Pocket. Dorothea, we love you so much. And Pepe just reminded us on how grateful we all are to have you here, and to just be in your presence and watch you, do what you do. So thank you.
Thank
is what
you.
we're trying to say. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jamie, why don't you take us out? And I think maybe, why don't you overplay something? I think we should end the show with you going absolutely Jamie Drummer's Diary on us.
Yes.
Would you do that for us?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me see what I got.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I just kind of feel that, guys. And please come back every Monday, In the Pocket, weekly, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on InThePocketLive.com. We can't wait to see you next. Thank you for all the chat in the conversation. I'm sorry we didn't get to your questions. Pepe had limited time, but guys, we saw you, we hear you, we love you, and keep it coming. Keep joining us every single week on InThePocketLive.com, Mondays at 8 p.m. Jamie, kick it for us. We'll see you guys soon, guys.
Hi, everyone.
To your senses, 'cause I'm taking your back, and I cling to these things that way, 'cause you're all I can taste, and I'm watching your skies will fade on me. Chasing hearts, 'cause you move and you sway, and I cling to these things that way, 'cause they're all I can taste, 'cause I'm watching your skies roll on me.
That was amazing. That wasn't overplaying though. That fit.
Thank you.
I mean, that fit right in with that song.
Right on. That was an old band I was in back in my 20s.
Oh my
Called Sunset Black.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah. If I saw that band and you playing, I would be like, listen to that drummer. He's killing it.
Watch back
Thank you very much.
Dorothea's reaction, Jamie, when you start going at it. She's like in awe. I am too, and
I
know
know.
the audience was. And
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For that song, that wasn't too much. That was
Wow.
awesome.
Now that's the way to end in the pocket, guys.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow. Do that every week.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wow.
All right.
You have
Incredible.
a wonderful night. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody.